Welcome to today's podcast on the evolving landscape of business valuation and appraisals. If you're in need of a business valuation or appraisal, visit pin.ca today to find a team that stays up to date with world events affecting the value of your Canadian assets. My name is Eric Jordan, and you can reach me directly at eric@pin.ca or on our toll-free line at 877-735-58004, where we're available 24/7 to respond to decision makers and ensure fast, accurate responses. As businesses across Canada continue to navigate a rapidly changing global economy, the way we look at valuations is also undergoing significant shifts. Let's dive into some of the key trends currently shaping the landscape of business appraisals. One of the most notable developments in the tech sector is the reevaluation of valuations among tech giants, particularly those involved in artificial intelligence. While AI has been a buzzword for a while, investors are becoming increasingly cautious. The aggressive spending plans that many of these companies once had are now facing scrutiny as competition intensifies. Investors are shifting their focus away from sky-high valuations to prioritizing sustainable growth and profitability. This recalibration in the AI sector is a clear indication of the broader market's desire for cautious optimism. Valuations are no longer based on speculative growth, but on the long-term, steady returns companies can generate. Politics continues to play a major role in shaping business valuations. The re-election of Donald Trump to the White House, for example, led to an immediate ripple effect across the market, especially in companies like Trump Media and Technology Group. Stock volatility followed, with significant spikes and drops around the election results, driven by market speculation and short squeezes. This highlights just how deeply political events can affect investor sentiment and ultimately business valuations. When there's uncertainty in the political sphere, market perceptions can fluctuate dramatically, forcing companies to reevaluate their strategies and valuations. Legal challenges and regulatory scrutiny can also make or break a company's valuation. Take, for example, the case of Tencent, which faced a massive loss in market value after accusations from the U.S. Department of Defense regarding its connections to China's military. This led to a sharp drop in Tencent's shares. Such geopolitical tensions and legal uncertainties can significantly alter how investors view a company's risk profile, affecting its valuation overnight. Companies with global exposure must now be hyper aware of regulatory developments and how those may influence their perceived value. The AI sector continues to attract significant investments, with many startups seeing their valuations soar. However, these valuations often reflect future potential rather than current financial performance. Take Perplexity AI, for example, a company whose valuation has been driven more by its perceived potential rather than its present financials. This highlights the speculative nature of investments in the AI space, where investors are betting on what could happen rather than what is currently happening. Let's not forget about real estate, which remains a cornerstone in business valuations. Real estate appraisals are crucial for both buyers and lenders, helping to establish fair market values for properties. This ensures that loan amounts don't exceed property values, which is essential for maintaining the stability of the housing market. Whether you're in commercial or residential real estate, proper appraisals remain indispensable. Another area we're seeing some changes in is the IPO market. While there's a return of appetite for IPOs, it's clear that investors are now more selective. Companies looking to go public are finding that their valuations are being adjusted downward as analysts become more cautious. This is a sign of a broader shift in the market towards more conservative valuation practices, especially in sectors that have experienced rapid growth in the past few years. Now let's focus on Canada and how these global trends are making an impact on local markets. Toronto, as Canada's financial hub, is especially sensitive to shifts in business valuations. With its growing tech ecosystem, including companies like Shopify, Toronto's market is closely tied to the performance of tech giants and the reevaluation of AI's role in e-commerce. Political changes in the US also affect Toronto's market, especially in sectors like tech and finance, where businesses with international exposure must adapt quickly to shifting political winds. In Vancouver, the tech and film industries are driving growth. But as with Toronto, businesses here are affected by global shifts in tech valuations. The city's real estate market, coupled with its reliance on international investment, means that changes in regulations and foreign investment policies can have a dramatic impact on business valuations. Calgary, on the other hand, remains heavily tied to oil and gas, and fluctuations in energy prices directly impact business valuations in this region. However, with efforts to diversify into tech and renewable energy, we're seeing the city's businesses start to adopt new valuation practices in line with these global shifts. Energy companies, in particular, are closely monitoring changes in U.S. energy policy, which could influence their long-term value. Ottawa, with its strong tech corridor and heavy reliance on government services, is also feeling the effects of changing valuations. The government's policy shifts directly influence the business landscape, especially for tech firms focused on areas like cybersecurity and AI. Any changes in federal funding or priorities could directly impact how these companies are valued. Finally, Edmonton's economy, closely linked to oil but diversifying into tech and health, will experience mixed effects. The push into tech may mean adopting more aggressive valuation methods for startups, while the energy sector will continue to deal with commodity price volatility, influencing the way companies are appraised. To wrap up, the world of business valuation is constantly shifting. Technological advances, political events, legal changes, and market sentiment all play crucial roles in determining a company's value. Whether you're in tech, real estate, or energy, it's essential to stay informed about the factors that impact valuation. If you need a professional, up-to-date business valuation or appraisal in Canada, don't hesitate to reach out. We're ready to guide you through the process, backed by years of experience and a deep understanding of the current market trends. My name is Eric Jordan, and you can reach me at eric@pin.ca or call our toll-free line at 877-355-8004, available 24/7 for fast response.
Pin.ca